Hi, it's Connie Jo. This is my last take. I have no makeup on because I've tried this a couple of times and I hate doing this. I really, really hate doing this, and I've been interrupted a couple of times and a child making fun of me in the background. So I'm going to have to make this do because I need to go watch the news with my husband in a minute. So anyway, so a lot of people have been asking me what I do with my pampering sessions, so I'm going to go over my facial one tonight. Tomorrow I'll go over my feet one, but here is my crock pot. It's a pretty big one. Yes, it has a dent in it from me taking it to my place. But I have my, dripping all over, I have my washcloths in here. These are really microfiber towels from the automotive section from Sam's Club. They're really cost effective. Cassie Johnson gave me this idea. I used to have really nice washcloths and hand towels that I would bring to every single party. And without fail, I would end up losing some at almost every single party, and I was losing them. And I don't care how many times I would walk around the house making sure I remembered them, I'd still lose them. So this is a much easier, more cost-effective way, and I don't care if I lose one. I got 30 of them for less than $14 at Sam's Club. If you don't have a Sam's Club by you, let me know. I can go buy some from you. There's lots of different fun colors. They didn't have any pink, unfortunately, but anyway, I can mail them to you really cheap. If you're brand new, it's a really great way to do them. Anyway, so what I do is right before, well, not right before, depending on how far away my party is and stuff, I get the washcloths wet in hot water in my kitchen sink. As I'm wringing them out, I'm rolling them up and they're a pretty hot temperature, hot enough where I can still wring them out. I mean, cool enough I can still wring them out, but hot still. And then they're not dripping wet, but they're still pretty wet. And I put them in the crock pot. And then depending on where my party is, sometimes I turn it up to high if it's really far away, or low, or just keep warm if it's right before I'm ready to leave and it's not a very far away party. So I can fit 18 to 20 washcloths in my crock pot. I am very, very generous with my washcloths at my parties. I would rather them have a hot washcloth every single time they need one, but if it's a bigger party than I have washcloths for, I bring some that are dry. You can get them wet and cook them in the microwave. Not cook them, heat them up in the microwave. It usually just takes like 3 minutes if they're already wet. You can nuke them in there, or just even in hot water, just use them the same way. So anyway, so the first thing I do, and I got this idea from Trisha Lewis, use the Sleepy Sleep stick, and you just kind of scrape off a little bit, and you give a little bit to every single person, and you just have them put a little bit on their temples and around their sinuses and their forehead. And as they're doing this, they're just kind of rubbing it in and inhaling that. And then they take a hot washcloth and put it over their face and inhale. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to talk as I'm doing it. So as they're relaxing and inhaling, I'm telling them to breathe. I'm also telling them to concentrate on their breath, deep breaths in, deep breaths out. I'm also reminding them that they are women, that they wear 30 hats in a week, that they have so many things on their plate, and that they need to take a little bit of time to rejuvenate and take time for themselves so they don't burn themselves out. And that is one thing that we are able to provide with Posh, is little bits of ways for them to pamper themselves. So as they're doing this, they're relaxing, and I'm saying, can't you imagine just doing this, even if you do this 2 minutes before you go to bed, or 2 minutes as you're in the bathroom, close the door, no kids around, no husband, you can relax. So another thing you can do also is, I still have the old Pamper Your Cold, but you can do this with the new one also, the exact same thing. I did this at my party for a couple of people last night, and I did this a couple of times for myself too. Just exactly the same way. So just take a little bit, rub it on your sinuses, forehead, and then the hot towel. Hold it over. Deep breaths, inhale. You will be amazed at how fantastic it feels. I want to keep doing it myself because it really does feel amazing. Anyway, so that's going to really feel good for them too if you want to do that. I let people do both or pick and choose if they want to. But the lavender really does relax them. It's the whole mood. Another thing I forgot to mention. Oh, I'm using my iPad. I can't do that. I have spa music on my iPad. I do recommend playing some spa music as you're doing this too. It really helps relax them. So after that, then I have them keep this if it's a big party. If it's not, and I have plenty of washcloths, give them a new washcloth. And then have them wipe their face with it, get it nice and wet. And then you're going to give them the BFF and teeny tiny bit on their fingers. And right there, they're going to just wash their face with the BFF. As they're doing that, I'm explaining the benefits of BFF, how it's gentle enough to use morning and night, what the little beads do, it exfoliates, what the peppermint does in there, everything like that. So if you do have somebody that has the acne problem or is more acne prone, you can use this Complexion Perfection, but honestly, I try and bring fewer products, so I have everyone use BFF, and then I do explain we do have the other if I need to, but I prefer just the one. So then they use the same towel, wipe it off right there and then and there. They really use such a small amount, they don't need to go anywhere. Saves time too. So then at that point, I explain that they're going to do one of the masks. So they get to choose, do they want a moisture mask, Calm Down or the Saint, or Sea Witch or the Stripper. And I explained that these two are detox and these two are moisture. I explain the benefits of the two. I also make sure and tell them that if they have pictures or prom or a hot date, that they may not want to use these because it can bring out things in their skin. They might break out in the next day or two. Also, I explained that these might tingle or burn or sting. I do have some people that after using these, they still want to use these. That's completely fine. Give them as many opportunities to try the products as possible. So hopefully right there they can try these products. I have little applicators I give them a scoop on. Some people even have them already filled out in little cups or Laycons. I just scoop them in here. The Saint's a little drippier, so I have little cups for those to put it in, and then they just put it on there. Every so often you get people that need to go to the bathroom for it, put it on, which is fine. I just think it takes a little longer, so as much as possible I try and get them to do it right there. So while they are having that dry, I am explaining a couple of our other products. One of them I have them do is the lip scrub while the mask is drying. Erin is going to do the lip scrubs. It's one of my good sellers. If you haven't tried that, make sure that you are trying that at your parties and having them try it. I sold 5 of them last night to one person. Great stocking stuffer, really easy demo product, so definitely be showing that at your parties. So then, when it's ready to wash off the mask, I hopefully have enough towels for them, another hot washcloth. They're going to just hold it on their face, loosen up the mask, and then they're going to be able to wipe it off right there, generally without a problem. Every so often, you need people that goes to the bathroom, and that's fine. But I try as much as possible to get it done right there, so then they don't have to go up and down, go to the bathroom. So that is what I am doing with the towels. The hot towels really make a difference. Then, once that's off, then I go over some of our other products. The Vitamin C Fairy and the Sweet Young Thing are the thing that goes right against your clean face. I tell the benefits of those, and they get to choose one or the other. And then right after that, they need to moisturize. So I explain the night and day, and this don't mind if I do. Some people need both. Other people just want one or the other. It's just personal preference. And then I do explain the Moisture 911 too. I used to bring all 3 of them. Sometimes I still do. It just kind of, I don't know, just depends how many I have in stock really. Anyway, if I have a lot of excess in my inventory and I want to get rid of one, sometimes I bring them. Otherwise, my personal favorites are these 2. So those are the main 2 that I sell. Anyway, so then after that, Then I have the Under Wonder, which I really want every single person to try. It's one of my favorite products. They don't need a little bit. I mean, they don't need a lot. A pea-size amount, less than a pea-size amount is usually what they need. They're going home and going to bed. You just want them to try it. So less than that is all they need. So you just put a tiny bit on and tell them to try it so they can feel how soft it is, how they can see the difference in their skin. They will fall in love with this. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's so expensive. You know, honestly, if they try it, they're going to fall in love with it. So get them to try it. So that's usually all that they need to do for their facials. They've tried lots of lip washcloths. That makes a difference with the heat. They've tried let's go over how many products they've tried. So they've tried definitely 1, maybe 2. They've tried 3, 4, one of the masks, which is 5, at least 1 moisturizer, which is 6, and then 7, and then the lip scrub is 8, so maybe 9 if they did 2 moisturizers. So really, it's getting lots of products on them. So that is how I do the masks with the hot washcloths and everything. So hopefully that helped you. I'll do the feet tomorrow.